All right, so let's see how Akademiks is going to bail out his rich baby daddy, Drake, out of this. That's not a dub. Akademiks react to Pharrell interview, speaks on Drake buying his old jewelry. Does his arms ever get tired of windmilling for Drake? Probably not, huh? Let's see what he says.
Try to answer me if y'all think that he is capping or you think he's actually telling the truth. So he did something on GQ and he was asked about Drake, and we will get to it here. Hold on. Drake. So cool. So this is the first time Pharrell, who obviously Kendrick has acknowledged that Drake and Pharrell don't see eye to eye. Some people could see where that come from. Pharrell and the Clips Association. Drake used to get into it with Pusha T. Kind of makes sense, but Drake did buy up a lot of jewelry that were memorabilia from Pharrell, and maybe some people thought that was just paying respect. And he always said he loved Pharrell. Or like grew up on idolizing Pharrell. Maybe they were okay, but after seeing Drake diss him a few times or have some slick bars and even wore some of the jewelry in Jumbotron shit popping, people were wondering what's the status of that relationship. Then Drake later rapped that he was going to melt down the jewelry. Obviously, he then rapped about that on Meltdown with was it Travis Scott? Whatever that song is. Anyway, here's the point. First time Pharrell is responding, and Pharrell said this. Somebody says, you might find, this is what the interviewer was saying, you might find it embarrassing, but a lot of people liked your flashy era. You were good at it, very innovative. Now in your Vuitton era, you dialed the flashiness back up without being contradiction to the humility and gratitude. How could you have it both ways? He says silence. Believe it or not, that's the difference. So I guess they're saying he's back flashy, but he's now in his Louis Vuitton wave. And by the way, I think he's the director of Louis Vuitton or something like that now. Or like, I don't know, the black person there.
The black
Louis
person
Vuitton, Pharrell. Yeah, he is the men's creative director, okay? I think Virgil also served as something of the sort. Okay, so he's a men's creative director, and they're saying that he's in his Vuitton era, so now he's brought up his flashiness back, and he said silence, believe it or not, that's the difference. And they then said, I know you just said silence, so forgive me, but this is an interview. I need you to say more. He says, well, silence is an exercise. Allowing your work to speak for yourself is an exercise. Being okay with the fact that most people are going to miss it. Being extra okay with the fact that people who don't miss it, who decide they want to act like it was their idea, they're going to get very loud about it, and they're going to get credit for it. Until some of the real sleuths out there will be like, nah, here go the receipt. And you wait on that, but you stay in silence. Nigo, son, he taught me that. He don't say nothing. As Pusha says, if you know, you know. 2 years ago, you found an online auction platform, is what the interviewer is saying, called Joopiter. To launch it, you got all your iconic custom jewelry, stuff from, let's call it your hubris era, out of storage, and you sold it. Was that stuff weighing on you? He said, I didn't realize. You never realize how much stuff you have weighs on you, but it does. You don't know it until you get rid of it. The muscles in my back, now they work without straining. When you let that go, man, you feel so free. It doesn't mean it doesn't exist in the world. It's still here, and whatever happens to them, right. And this interviewer was saying, right. In this case, Drake buys a bunch of it. Says, sure. How and when did you find out he was a buyer? And were you like, is this for? And Pharrell says, no. Because I think beyond all of the ongoings, at the heart of it all, he's a fan of music. He's talking about Drake. He's a fan of history, of what it is. And I happen to be a part of that. And those artifacts are a part of it. So then they ask, so when you found out he bought them, were you like, cool? Pharrell says, yeah. Then they ask, and then when he was rapping about melting the jewelry down, saying, come get his legacy out my house and all that stuff, how did that strike you? It didn't. That didn't strike you? No. It's interesting that these things are weighing on you. You get rid of them. Somebody else takes them on. And what they meant to him, I guess that's for him to decide. Pharrell says, or not. I guess things are not for me to understand. When you let things go, a huge part of it is actually letting go. Not just of the physical item, but letting go of your connection to what it's supposed to mean, or the memory. You're literally letting them go. That was the purpose. It's like when people sell something, they go, I just want to make sure you take care of it because this is my baby. And I'm like, no. This is not my baby. That's why I'm letting it go. Then they talk about Louis Vuitton. What's your best day on the job so far? It's every day. So let me ask you a question. Pharrell came off kind of unbothered answering these questions about Drake and his jewelry. What do you think personally? I actually believe him. I think if anything, Pharrell thinks it's cute. Like, he thinks I'm bothered by this. I don't think Pharrell sold his jewelry because he needed money. I think he sold it as a strategic way to launch certain things. And I don't think he sold things that he wanted to keep. So watching Drake, who paid millions of dollars for his old jewelry, prance around and rap about, I'm melting this down and, get his legacy out of my house. Yeah, that, by the way, that's a fire bar still, but I don't think Pharrell gives a fuck. You spent maybe 50 times more than I spent to buy these things, and you spent that to buy it from me. And then you think you're disrespecting me after overpaying me for what I had for so long that I gave up. Yeah.
I also believe Pharrell because he's an older guy, right? Maybe back in the day he'll probably look differently if this was to happen, but he's a more mature man. I think he knows about some things you just gotta let go. Let the past be the past. That time and era has ran out. I'm a different man now, so I believe Pharrell when he says this, in my opinion. And for the most part, academics is believing it too.
Now, back to that auction, it was said. So if you'll find the full thing. Yeah. So apparently Drake bought a $2.2 million chain that belonged to Pharrell. I don't know if the chain called $2.2 million or he paid 2.2. Okay, so this was his yard sale auction, including a $2 million chain, 45K gold and case BlackBerry, and he made over $5 million in sales. Right? Let's see if we can find this auction site. Where's the site at? Okay, so remember these chains, these little skateboard P chains. This is the BlackBerry. You know. Okay, it's on the Joopiter site. Here we go. We can't find anymore because they're sold. He explained the energy held by cultural artifacts as they're collected are passed from person to person. Existing auctions didn't just capture the happy singer's vision for selling the eclectic collection. Said there's not one size that fits all. I'm not going to sell furniture on StockX. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to sell 20 plus carat diamond rings, right? So he put up a pair of sunglasses for $63,000, $120,000 for a Louis Vuitton trunk. Imagine paying $63,000 for this shit. Got all the ear grease from that nigga. Hell nah, man. And then 2.2 for a necklace. Now we all know that Drake and Jumbotron shit popping. He showed off a lot of this, right? Look, he literally showed it off. You see the chain, you see the that piece there, and then you see pretty much everything. Yeah, Drake really dropped $5 million. Yo, how rich is this motherfucker? Look, and then Drake holding up. Look at Drake, petty. That nigga is petty as shit. Wait, where is it? Ooh, yeah, that's the PSP. Drake is petty as shit, bro. Yep. Drake, the epitome of petty.
This is a L for me for Drake. Like, nigga, you paid triple, double more than it's worth, and you think Pharrell gives a fuck about what you do with it? Nigga, he got your money. Like, Drake still has a childish mindset. Like, this dude is literally a Toys R Us kid. He don't want to grow up. So he thinks that he has something. He's one up on Pharrell for paying triple, double the amount that Pharrell paid for it. When Pharrell is in a different mindset, he's in a different whole thought process. And Drake's still playing childish games. So now Drake goes and make a video saying that I'ma burn it. Haha, I got your stuff. Nigga, I gave it to you. Nigga, you bought it from me. Why would I be mad for something that you purchased from me? Nigga, I got your money. If you want to burn it to show how much of a clown you are, guess what? I still win. Not only do I have your money, now people are going to start looking at you funny because of how childish you think and how juvenile you're thinking. So either way, Drake looks stupid and childish, and Pharrell, either way you look at it, in my opinion, it's a dub for a Pharrell.
And then let's look at the $2 million chain. I want to see the chain. Pharrell auction 2.2 million chain. I just want to see what it looks like. Oh, it was this, right? And then Drake, look at Drake flexing with the shit. Drake is shit. Drake is shit, man. Drake isn't shit.
This is corny, bro. This is corny. Like, Drake really think he doing something by... Drake is still a child, man. He's still a child. He buying people jewelry, trying to flaunt it and trying to flex. Nigga, you bought it from me. You ain't take it. You ain't steal it. You ain't rob it. Nigga, I gave it to you once you gave me your money.
Drake flexing with the chain with the middle finger up. With the Hello Kitty nails. Yo, Drake is a goat. Drake is the fucking goat, bro. Yeah. Petty as hell. You're rocking that nigga's chains. Yo, Drake is so fucking petty. But it's still boss. But here's the thing: if I'm Pharrell, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm sorry, I don't give a fuck. Like,
exactly. If you for real, you don't give a fuck because you don't have this childish mindset. You don't have this juvenile behavior. You don't care. You beyond that. So let Drake think that he's winning when he's actually losing.
enjoy buying my chain for $2.2 million and telling me you're gonna melt it down. First of all, you're a fan of mine. If you're buying my chain,
Exactly.
you're my fan. You paid for it. You can do whatever you want with it. It's not like
Exactly.
you paid for it to hold it to give it back to me.
Exactly.
And then Drake in the Family Matter videos, he has right here. He brings that shit out again. Yo, Drake.
Cause I wanna talk to the man in the house. I mean, I'm out. You wanna take a
Oh my God. So you want to take off for Pharrell? So he got the whole nigga jewelry collection. And he puts it on this Chinese nigga's neck.
for real?
Come get his legacy out of my house. Cold. Cold as ice. God damn.
Get his legacy out of my house. Cease and desist for hoes. Can't listen to lies that come
Out
out
of your mouth. God damn. You say he ain't gonna melt that Pac ring? Yo, Drake has probably spent like 20 million just on like memorabilia. Probably even more than that. Kind of shows how much of a student of the game he is. Regardless, I don't think that Pharrell is bothered. Drake wanted to pay an exorbitant amount for his jewelry to have some legacy or have part of rap history. If he want to melt it down and be petty, that's okay. I don't think Pharrell should give a fuck. It don't look like he give a fuck. Clearly, he probably don't like Drake neither. But Drake paid for it. Fuck it. You were selling it. Drake paid for it. Whatever. Yeah, I'm not gonna say that he's bothered. I think he's like, whatever. But I'm not gonna give it energy. And if Drake feels like it was worth spending $5 million to melt the nigga chain down to send that message, cool. Whatever. Whatever.
Drake is just.
Oh, he bought the glasses too? Oh, are these the glasses? Oh, he's the glasses.
Oh yeah. So he bought everything.
Oh, Drake bought the whole fucking collection, bro.
Yeah. Drake bought everything.
Shit, nigga bought the whole collection, bro.
That nigga literally.
your mouth. You caught it too back steak.
Oh, the Tupac ring is here. Damn, that nigga brought out all the memorabilia. Drake done bought up the whole hip hop history, man. Drake Tupac ring. How much he spent for this one? He bought it for like a little bit over $1 million. So he bought that for $1 million. Probably spent like $4 million, or maybe spent the whole $5 million at what's the name thing?
$6
Spent the whole $5 million
million.
at Pharrell. Shit, because he got everything there. He got the glasses. Oh, and he was wearing the glasses here too. Yo, Drake must be stopped. Drake had on the glasses. Was the watch being sold too? Oh, I gotta see all the pieces that were being sold. Oh, and this was being sold too. This, okay, cool. Oh, and this, okay, so here's the whole collection. Oh, here's the 19 pieces that Jacob. Okay, so these are all of them that went to the collection, and Drake bought all of them. Fuck, to be this petty and this rich. To be this fucking petty and this fucking rich, bro. To be that fucking petty and that fucking rich. This nigga Drake bought the whole fucking collection.
Yeah. He bought it all.
Hey. Petty, but I don't think he's bothered. I don't think he's bothered at all. All right.
It's a major L. It's
Okay.
a major L for Drake.
Let me see. What else?
That's a
What other
major
topic can I
L.
get to?
All right, so this is another major L for Drake. Drake still got a childish mindset. One day, hopefully, he grows up, but he's getting close to 40, so I don't know. I don't think it's gonna happen no time soon. But Drake, bro, you just keep taking L's after L's after L's. You might as well change your name to LL Cool Drake. LL Cool Drake, man. Y'all leave a comment down below, man. It's your boy Damn D signing out. Lord have mercy.